Okay, so saying that computational thinking involves pattern recognition or decomposition, abstraction, etc., is like saying teaching involves delivery of content and classroom management and assessment, etc. I agree. It does involve those three things and more, but the level of variance that one can take when we actually get granular with each of those topics is so immense that you could spend literally years and multiple degrees just studying one of those things and still not run out of different aspects that you could explore in each of those areas. So for me, I just think it's a little absurd that we kind of focus on those broader labels, like saying, well, as a teacher, you engage in classroom management, rather than actually talking about, okay, well, how do you manage classrooms and in what context and in what ways? And when would you do it one way and not another way? I think the same thing can apply for, okay, well, how are you going to recognize patterns? Or how are you going to decompose? When are you going to choose one decomposition approach versus another one? So I'm still not convinced that computational thinking is actually a thing as much as it is just a collection of like broader terms that are kind of like being thrown together and saying, this right here, this is what computer scientists do to be able to think, without actually labeling or defining, okay, well, what do each of those look like? What are the variances within decomposition? So maybe computational thinking is the thing that we will need to be able to work with generative AI to create a program in the future. Maybe. I doubt it, though. First, I think we need to figure out what the definition of computational thinking is. And then I think we need to figure out, okay, well, what are the, like, each of the subsections or components of computational thinking? If we all universally agree that decomposition is an aspect of computational thinking, great. Now let's talk about the different approaches for decomposition within that. Then we can actually get to something useful.